Hello everyone, welcome back to another round of Connections. We're going to play Connections for Monday, August 7th, 2023. And guys, as soon as I'm done with the solve, stay put because guess what? I spent a lot of time collecting and organizing the results. So not only will we see the results up to and including, let's see here, places of worship, okay, which was the August 4th one. We're actually going to see the totals, right? Because this is a marathon, not a sprint. And the winner of Connections for August is going to be not the one who gets the best score on August 31st, but it's the one who gets the best cumulative score for all 31 days. So we're going to see who's in the lead as of August 4th. It'll be really exciting. So stay put because those results hopefully will be ready pretty soon, as long as my solve doesn't take too long. So let's get cracking here and see what we've got. We've got Kiss. We've got Paisley, Musical, Goober, Romance, Horror, Whopper, Tale, Stripes, Dot, Plaid, Western, Fiction, Lie, Fib, and Houndstooth. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so I immediately see a category. Let's just hope that there aren't any overlapping items. Houndstooth, I would call that kind of like a pattern, a fabric pattern or a clothing pattern, as well as Plaid, as well as Stripes, and as well as Paisley. I do not see any other patterns for clothing. So let's see if that's the correct category, more or less. Yes, patterns. Perfect. Okay. But I think you'd agree they're more closely associated with clothing. But yeah, I guess it could apply to pretty much anything. All right. Next, I definitely see some genre of movies. We've got, I don't think you call movies fiction. So we've got musicals, horrors, romances, and westerns. Possibly a tale, but that would be a little bit odd. I think we can go with movie genres. Perfect. Okay, next. I see some synonyms for lying, like lie, like a tale, like fiction and fib. And I don't see anything else that has to do with lying. So we're going to say synonyms for lying. Perfect. And these are easy. These are just candies. Pow! Take that, Connections. A perfect 5 from Art. I wouldn't be surprised if we got that in about a minute. That was awesome. Okay. Having said that, I know you guys are good. Could wait till you see the results, guys. We have some amazing players. I wouldn't be surprised if all of you got pretty much some 4s and 5s. That was pretty easy. I don't think there was... The only overlapping thing we had really was like, I see tale. No, fiction could possibly be mixed up with the genre if you thought it was more of like a... yeah, I guess if it was more of like a literature genre, but I thought of them more as movie genres because you don't really call certain literature like Western literature, right? Candy pieces were easy, and yeah, that was easy. Come on, guys, give me a break. We're all going to get 4s and 5s on that one, right? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the results. So give me a second here. We're going to close this out, and I already have this all set up, so I don't have to create a new video. We're good to go. And then bam. Now, bear with me, guys. We'll get this formatted a little bit better as we go. But I am going to have to scroll a little bit because guess what? We've got I think we've got 35 participants, which is awesome. Really great. And anybody who's watching for the first time or was a little bit reluctant to join, it's not too late. I'll take people maybe up to the next day or two. So all you would have to do is in the comments, put all your results starting with August 1st, okay? If you're missing a few, that's not the end of the world. We'll have to put a 0, but that doesn't mean that you still can't compete, right? Because you never know. If you do really well for the remaining, 20 some odd days, you could still do great. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the results here. It looks pretty legible. Let me know otherwise, guys. And yeah, here we go. So I'll start at the top. And believe it or not, we have a few players who, through the first 4 days, have perfect scores. They include Brandon Baker, Ellen Sassani, Jason, Aranya28, Rise to the Equation, Viking... and not Viking67. She came ever so close, okay? So those are the folks who have, who have a perfect score. So on the first 4 days, they got 5s. Guys, one more time, just so it's clear how to do the points. Let's go over that so it's super clear. The score that you get is equal to the number of guesses, the number of mistakes remaining, okay? So if you made no mistakes, you get a 4, 1 mistake, a 3, 2 mistakes, a 2, 3 mistakes, a 1, 4 mistakes, it's a 0. The only way you get the extra point is if you made no mistakes, and then were able to also name all 4 of the categories, okay? So in other words, if you made a mistake and still was able to name all the 4 categories, sorry, the extra point doesn't count in that case, okay? So it's literally an extra point for a reward for also after you made no mistakes, okay? So hope that's clear. That's how you get a 5. All right, so then we have Viking 67 with a 19. That's awesome. And then we have a few 18s, Zepp Girl 5 and Salad von Baco. Then we have a whole group of 16s, right? We've got Dora A, Martin Steed, Michelle L, Randy M, Melanie Lee, Cable Wire, and yeah, and then that's the 16s. Then we've got a few 15s here. We've got Mata Muertes, and we've got Pat Merkland. I'm going to have to scroll in a second, guys. And then we've got Geraldo with a 14. We've got Ascension with a 13. D-Bone Capone with a 13. And now let's scroll up a little bit. Just give me a second to do that. Okay, now I know that we missed the titles of the categories, guys. And I'll fix that if that's annoying. Okay, I'll make sure we fix that. Okay, so where did we leave off? I think D-Bone Capone, we said, had a 13. Ella Enchanted has a 13 as well. The Bonehead 1997 has a 13. And now next we have GeoHuman with 12. Connor Clark with 11. Crispy P23 with 11. BMS Houston with a 10. Shuttle Pheasanton with a 9. Stacy P23 with a 9. Joe with a 7. Memphis Muir with a 7. By the way, guys, just like I did when we ran our competitions for Wordle, if you see a red 0, that means that I don't have that score. And so I'm assuming that you just didn't enter it. So for the time being, we're just going to have to put that in as a 0. So if you did forget to put it in, or for whatever reason it got deleted, please let me know, and you can still give it to me, and I'll make sure it counts. Okay, but so far the results have been amazing in terms of like no missing results. All right, so Memphis Muir has the 7. Edward Collins has a 6. Robert House with a 4. Forshaken with a 4. App Guy with a 1. And Aldfouter, I'm not sure what happened to you, buddy, but it looks like after long sandwiches, I think it looks like you might have given up. But don't give up. You never know. I have to say, those folks who have top scores but are not from the U.S., you guys are amazing, because I don't know how you do it, all right? That is absolutely insane. These connection puzzles are obviously extremely U.S.-centric, aren't they, guys? So kudos to those folks who are at the top of the leaderboard but are not from the U.S. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like the setup for the results. Looks pretty cool. And we will keep at it. We'll keep creating the table like this, so that we'll just add another column for whatever day that is, and you'll continuously see how you stand overall, not just for that day. All right, guys. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll look forward to seeing you for another round of connections tomorrow.